Righty, the win's a win, and we'll take it. Second, it was a tale of two games again. You know, first half we came out a little sluggish. We were scoring the ball efficiently defensively. We weren't guarding the ball very well. And they're a tough team to guard at times with their smaller lineup, and they're well coached, and that's motion offense to a T, how they do it. But we were scoring it well. I was proud of our guys. We kept our poise for the most part. I had to get on our guys a couple times. I thought, again, we were a little sluggish, but it's a credit to them in the second half. And I kind of looked at the stats. I thought we did a better job defending. I said we really buckled down at the end of the game in the locker room. I said we really buckled down, and we buckled down to 45.5%. But I guess when they're giving up 58% in the first half, I guess 45 is a buckle down. But you know, we continue to score the ball well. I was proud of some guys making plays that they haven't made. Miles' play at the end, of course, is going to be the one we really focus on. But those are the plays we've been missing. We've been making the opposite play, and tonight we made the play to seal down a win. And you know, there's been a lot of plays we can point to of finding an excuse not to win. But tonight we made an excuse to win, and now I was proud of them. You know, we'll get back at it, watch some film tomorrow on a little bit of this, but with the quick turnaround, get ready for Lipscomb, and you know, start feeling good about ourselves and put it together one at a time. So really proud of Miles on that defensive play. Andrew Osman, I thought, really kind of gave us a spark in the second half, coming in, posting up hard, finishing around the rim, made some free throws. Got to get a little bit better from the free throw line. 18 for 27 isn't where we want to be, of course, and we've been working on that and continue to work on that. But I was proud of the guys. They bounced back. They showed poise. You know, like I said, there's been times we've been down 10 and it's been 18 and oh well. And tonight we just kept fighting and kept going, kept coming at them, and we made plays. And Delbert Love was, thank God for Delbert in the first half. I mean, he kept us alive. So team effort, really good team effort, and I was proud of them. So.
What'd you tell the guys in the huddle during the timeout at that 8-minute mark, just before you started going on the run?
Oh boy, I don't remember. I don't remember. I just kept telling them to fight every time out. I mean, it kind of away from X's and O's a little bit, because it wasn't an X and O thing at times. It was more of just that energy and going and fighting and believing and you know, trying to correlate drills that we do in practice to the situation in games, so they had a confidence of, hey, we know what we're supposed to do here. And that's what this team is about. It's about confidence. It's a mental aspect that we got to continue to do our job as coaches and teaching and eliminating mistakes. Way too many turnovers again, but you know, believing, and that's what we got to keep doing with these guys. Rewire them a little bit. So I don't remember what the 8-minute was. I don't. I'm sorry.
Questions?
Talk a little bit about Orlando Coleman, and it seemed like his energy off his little mini streak really propelled the team, gave them the energy they needed, and he got the crowd into the ballgame. Yeah,
Orlando's a good player. He makes plays. That's what we recruited Orlando to be, is that guy. And you know, for the first few games of especially the league, he's been driving a lot baseline. We've been showing him a lot of film where his kill spot. We have, you know, each one of our guys has some kill spots, and his kill spot is that elbow. And then if they close out to him, he's got that first step off of his kill spot that he can really get to the rim, and he did that tonight. Got again to his kill spot, and you start to see his offensive production start to pick up. But now you start seeing where a lot of his shots are coming from, and he's been able to get to that elbow and really create. And then if they, like I said, tonight they closed up a little bit, and he was able to get to the rim. But he's a physical guard, rebounds the ball well, and he finishes at the rim. And he just, you know, he did what he did offensively. But he was battling against a bigger guy for most of that run that we were making, and he just kept fighting and kept fighting and kept fighting. And that's what I'm proud of him with tonight. You know, he's going to score. He's a good scorer.
Miles Hamilton had 2 points at halftime, comes out with 13, makes a big steal. Just talk about his energy that he brought.
That's Miles. I mean, Miles brings energy. And you know, when Miles is locked in like he was tonight, and he's been locked in, and you know, Miles is, as well as a lot of our guys, and I complimented him today, a lot of our guys have been getting in outside of practice. Well, he's been one of the ones that's really been getting in and watching film and seeing where he can attack things and where he can make better decisions. And there's some turnovers we're going to show him tomorrow. We'll sit down one-on-one and talk about it, but he's making better decisions, and his energy is a constant. And when he's now feeling and thinking the game the way he is, oh boy, he's tough. And he did that tonight. You know, he's really committed himself at a different level, and you're starting to see production from him.
I know you said it's a win's a win, but it's a sloppy win. What do you take away when you have you out-rebounded a team by 7.
Mhm.
You were, at one point it was 20-11.
Right.
You're down by 13. What do you take away from this?
You tell these guys that they haven't tasted winning very much. So anything, a win is just tasting the win. And now there was a lot of mistakes. Again, the turnovers, 21 turnovers, 13 in the first half. That's just too many. And those are correctable errors that we've got to continue to do. And, they've been running a little bit more this week, and probably going to run a little bit more next week with turnovers. And we just got to continue to enforce it and continue to show film and show where decisions are made and decisions that could have been, made better. And that's a learning process. But you're starting to see guys do different things with that and making better decisions. But you take away from this that, teams find ways to win. And so many times this year we've been in games like this where we've outshot another team and lost. We found an excuse to win tonight instead of finding that excuse to lose. And I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them for it. And it was a team effort. It was a really team effort. The bench had to be told to sit down a couple times, and that's good because they're in it. And, so the locker room was jumping. And we want to get that feeling on Sunday.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.